Hello and welcome. I am the Restless Kaiser, and once again we are modelling for Advantage. So we're going to do another one of our What's in the Box series, looking at the expansion for tanks, the modern age, the Soviet T-62. So what have we got? This is another fairly early tank for the Team Yankee setting. A whole generation behind T-62 and T-72. So we get our slip of paper, we got our sprues, and we got our card pack. So first of all then, the Soviet tank design is an evolutionary process. The T-62 is between the venerable T-55 series and the modern T-64 and T-72. It combines the proven concepts and powerful 115mm gun to create a nightmare opponent. The T-62 was later modified into the T-62M, which added more armoured protection to improve fire control systems to this already formidable package. This pack contains an unassembled T-62 or T-62M, a T-62 and a T-62 tank card, 1 hero card, 2 crew cards and 2 upgrade cards. Again, with our instructions, we can see it is quite similar in construction to the T-55. We've even got this the turret ring separate from the main hull. Not quite sure why that is. And this really iconic round turret there, making it quite recognisable. And the black, it's not even got the black and white dots. It doesn't need it because the T-62M is only very slightly different. The turret has got, presumably, the missile system goes on directly above the gun. Artwork on the front there, again a photograph of the model. I really like the fact that they do this, showing you pretty much exactly what you're going to get and giving you an idea of how you're supposed to put it together. Really standout feature of these Soviet tanks though is these external fuel tanks that they seem to have everywhere. It seems mad to me, but apparently it didn't cause them any real problems, so it must be okay. Right, looking at the sprues then, these sprues are a little bit smaller than the ones that we've had up to this stage. Similar in size perhaps to the T-55, but with a very rounded turret. Alright, so the T-55M presumably is this up-armoured version. It mentioned extra armour protection. So the main turret is very similar, but we've got this extra, this presumably armour package, maybe spaced armour. So we've got the skirts again, the lower hull, and the turret ring. Different transmission covers and rear plates, I assume there. Some alternative skirts, maybe for the earlier or the later version. The tracks, again, the whole of the running gear in one piece, really like that. An open and closed cupola. This was the missile system. Separately molded smoke launchers are good. We saw the Chieftain, I think it was, that had the smoke launchers molded into the turret, and they were a bit naff looking. They hadn't taken it very well, so by doing it separately. We've got a searchlight and the rear additional fuel drums. So those are the sprues. Let's take a look at the cards. I'm always interested to see what these cards are going to bring, because they call these boxes expansions, which seems like a bit of a stretch, but these cards can really change the capabilities. So the T-62 and the T-62M, like with other vehicles we've seen before, essentially the difference is that one is able to take the missile system. So the T-62 is 3 initiative, 4 firepower, 1 armour and 6 hull points for only 12 points. That is a steal at 12 points. I mean, it's going late in the turn with 3 initiative, but 6 hull points, that looks great. For the T-62M then, we gain a hit point, presumably from that extra armour, and we get a stabilizer, so we can re-roll 1 attack dice. For 3 points, I'm not sure I'd take it, but let's see what the cards are going to bring into that mix. Our driver card then is Sergei Orsinov, who gives us +2 initiative during the movement phase. And while it does not have a speed token, it may re-roll repair checks. He's our hero, so situationally potentially quite useful. We have a repeat of the Category C tank crew, which is -2 initiative, but also -1 point, so getting these cheap. The AT-10 Stabber, which again we saw with the T-55, this provides Missiles 5 as a 2-point upgrade to one of these tanks. We get Explosive Reactive Armor, ERA, which is a universal armor upgrade. When being targeted by missiles, the tank gains +1 armor. And then finally, Resourceful Loader. This tank may have 2 of the same ammo upgrade cards. You may only use 1 of these each turn. So those are the cards, nothing particularly exciting here. +2 initiative in the movement phase is pretty good. That's going to take a drawn tank to a moving second every time, of course. But on the whole, nothing spectacular, and unfortunately quite a bit of duplicates from the T-55. A little bit disappointing. That was the T-62 and the T-62M. Thank you for watching.
Могучий, царевский,